Russia is not just a country on the map, it is a story written over centuries, shaped by cold winters, hard decisions, and human endurance. When we look at Russia, we see vast land, but beneath that land lies history of empires, revolutions, collapse, and recovery. Russia's journey began with monarchy, where power was held by a few, and ordinary people survived through patience and resilience. For centuries, Russia faced wars, invasions, and internal struggles. The land was tested again and again, but the nation endured. In 1917, history changed forever. The Russian Revolution ended the rule of the czars and gave birth to the Soviet Union. This new state was built on ideology. Factories rose, industries expanded, and Russia transformed into a global superpower. The Soviet era brought strength, but it also demanded sacrifice. By the late 1980s, cracks began to appear. The economy slowed, people grew tired, and the system struggled to adapt to a changing world. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. For Russia, this was not just a political shift, it was a national shock. Overnight, Russia lost its identity, its structure, and much of its economic stability. The 1990s were a painful decade. Factories closed, jobs disappeared, inflation destroyed savings, millions faced uncertainty. Many believed Russia would never recover. But history had shown something important. Russia survives quietly and changes slowly. In the early 2000s, a new chapter began. The state focused on control and stability. Natural resources, oil and gas, became the backbone of the economy. Gradually, growth returned. Moscow, once chaotic and uncertain, began to transform. Infrastructure improved, transportation modernized, order returned to daily life. Russia invested in its military, strengthened state institutions, and reestablished its presence on the global stage. The world began to notice. Russia was returning, not loudly, but firmly. This return was not without challenges. In 2014, Russia faced international sanctions. Economic pressure increased, the ruble weakened, global relations became tense. But this time, Russia adapted. The country focused on self-reliance. Agriculture expanded, domestic production increased, dependence on imports was reduced. It was a difficult path, but one Russia chose deliberately. By learning from past collapse, Russia strengthened its internal foundation. Then came 2018, a defining year in modern Russian history. Russia hosted the FIFA World Cup. For the world, it was a tournament. For Russia, it was a statement. Many doubted its readiness. Many questioned its openness. But when the world arrived, perceptions changed. Cities like Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kazan, Sochi, and others welcomed millions of visitors. Modern stadiums, organized transport, safe streets, and vibrant public spaces showed a different Russia. Not just a military power, but a capable modern nation. The World Cup presented Russia as confident, structured, and globally connected. By 2018, Russia had reached a point of balance. It understood its weaknesses, it recognized its strengths, and it had learned from collapse. Russia's story is not one of constant victory. It is a story of endurance. A nation that survived empires falling, systems collapsing, and pressure from within and beyond. Russia did not move fast. It moved deliberately. And that is its defining trait. The story of Russia, up to 2018, is not an ending. It is a chapter in a long journey, a journey shaped by history, driven by resilience, and guided by experience. This is Russia, silent, strong, and always shaped by time. Video pasand to like in our channel, subscribe karein.